Oh, fun fact, my mom said someone had a weak pullout game yesterday. I didn't know what to say. And me and my sister-in-law almost spit our drinks out.
Your mom's still married to your dad, isn't she?
Yeah, it wasn't it wasn't in like reference to anyone that we specifically know. It was like some celebrity or something that has a bunch of kids.
All right, then. I thought your mom was just talking about
No.
You wouldn't believe what your father did last night.
I don't want to find out.
So, welcome to Intimidatingly Funny. With me, as always, is our co-host,
Mark.
with special guest,
Caleb.
And I'm your other co-host, Jared.
All right. Now we officially started.
Yeah, so now is your A game on?
Is that what?
Your A game.
My A game is always on.
I heard your end game.
Yeah, I heard end game too, and I was like, I might have got blipped out for that. I don't.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who feels like Infinity War was a much better movie than Endgame?
I think multiple people would agree with you.
Yeah.
On that.
I just don't think Endgame had so much stuff going on. I felt like Infinity War was a much better beginning to end storyline.
But Fat Thor.
Hey now, at camp I went as Fat Thor.
That's
for
the only Thor you
Superhero
can go
Day.
as.
You know, Caleb, this is Caleb's first and only time invited on the podcast, apparently.
Does it just immediately offend Jerry? No, see, my thing is like Endgame. Honestly, I feel like does not have a lot of rewatchability. But the last like 30 to 40 minutes of it, amazing. I would rewatch like every day.
You think that? I assume you're talking about the battle.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
You know, the battle is actually like from hour like 2 to 2.5. There's like 30 minutes of shit afterwards.
Yeah.
I rewatched it the other day and I was like, oh, battle's over. Movie's pretty much over. And then it's kind of like Lord of the Rings, where it just kind of drags on. And yeah, it's important, but is it really?
But you gotta know that I love you 3000.
You do.
Well, yeah.
I think the only reason
Unless she wants
Endgame
cheeseburgers.
isn't as rewatchable is because it's the end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it very much just wraps it up. It's like, all right, I'm done with this. I have no reason to ever come back to this specific thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just never watch a Marvel movie again.
Never.
Well, you have to watch the new Spider-Man, because that's the end of Phase 3. Then you can be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Endgame +1.
But I thought that was weird how they did that. Especially because it's like, I thought like Spider-Man would like wrap everything up kind of and everything and it just left me with more questions with how it ended.
That's what I'm
Which
gonna...
I don't know if we should spoil a 2-month-old movie.
Well, at 2 months, if you haven't seen it, you're on your own.
Please, by the time people are listening to this...
It was all a dream. The grandma did it.
Uncle Ben?
Uncle Ben is dead. Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
No, that's the twist. Uncle Ben's alive. He's actually Mysterio.
Peter Parker, Spider-Man?
No, Spider-Man's Peter Parker. Huge difference.
Okay.
Huge difference. People get it mixed up all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was crazy when Mary Jane showed up and just like, bitch, to Zendaya's character. MJ, that's what it's saying.
Yeah, I was gonna see if you were gonna get to it or not.
It was so meta. Although I did get to use Bo in a conversation. That was actually really funny.
Use Bo?
Yeah, you remember from the Spider-Man Far From Home? When she discovered Bo in Italy?
No.
It was like her catch-all for everything.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I do know what you're talking about now.
I was thinking like a bow, like an actual bow or
No.
Oh, see, I was thinking Bo, like, for your hair. Okay, no, now that you say that, I do remember that scene.
I think I had like a drink or food or something, and my friend was bugging me, and we were talking about Spider-Man, and they're like, "Oh, can I have some?" Bo. She knew exactly what I meant. Also
Yeah.
made it even funnier.
What, you're funny?
I try to be.
When does that happen?
When I use words like "coolth,"
Kuth?
"coolth,"
Koth?
"coolth,"
Kutha?
it's the cool equivalent of warmth.
Okay then. I never thought about this. You're just reminding me from Young Justice when Robin's like, why are people always overwhelmed or underwhelmed? Why aren't we just whelmed and everything?
I actually need to go back and watch the newest episode of Young Justice.
I feel like that's a good way, like, at work. Because, you know, at work you're required to do, like, the same 3 small talk things. Or like, hey, how's your day going? And you always either have to say, you know, live in the dream. White people phrases.
Mondays.
Yeah, live in the dream, or one day closer to Friday, stuff like that.
Or just do what I do and don't.
Yeah, and just kind of like, eh.
Hey, Caleb, how you doing? I'm just going to go ahead and go to the water fountain.
But no, that's where conversation is. It's always 2 people standing at a water fountain. Like, oh, how's your day?
So next time, just be like, oh, how's your day going? Whelmed. That way you and Watcham get real concerned. Like, wait, what? Just kind of whelmed today, you know.
Yeah.
One day I'm just gonna start making stuff up. So I got attacked by ninjas on the way to work. Security didn't do anything.
That's what I was telling kids. Like, you know how I have this like scar on the side of my neck
I do now.
and everything. You never noticed that?
Well, was it? No.
No.
We
I've had it for like a year now.
Yeah, we all intimately look at Mark's neck at least once a day.
Yeah. So
And a time of meditation.
So then you know the story how I got it. It was a shark bite.
Oh,
A shark attacked me in Kentucky.
you must
And,
have you must have been bleeding at least 1 mile away.
Yeah, I know.
It was Shark Week last year. He doesn't like to talk about it.
Yeah, it was a
How'd you
pretty
get attacked
scarring
by
moment.
during Shark Week? They're all on TV.
It's Shark Week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's when they're most dangerous.
No, they're all on TV.
That's
they
when
can't
they're
get you.
everywhere.
He was at Best Buy and they had one of those 3D TVs. It just came right at him.
Should took the glasses off. They can't get you if you're not wearing the glasses. It's like
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
Well, we went to camp like 2 weeks ago. One kid asked me, "It's like, oh, how do you get the scar?" I go, "Oh man, it's a shark bite." And they go, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it happened actually in the lake, just right over there." And they go, "Oh!" It's like I don't want to go swimming in the lake now.
My favorite about camp stories is inevitably they run to the next counselor they see and ask. Because the week before, it was, did you know that Beasled fought off a bear with a sun chip? And that's how he got his name? I was like, yeah, I was there. Who do you think watched him do it and named him that?
Yeah, because I used to go to camp with Mark all the time, which we need to do again. I couldn't go this year.
I could go this year.
But we usually reinforce each other's stories.
Oh yeah, like Cole.
Yeah.
The coolest.
Cole had, Mark brought Cole to my camp too.
Were you there the year I just convinced all my campers? Was it Cole? Was that the name we gave him? Or just
Yeah,
like some
for-
kid that didn't exist?
Yes,
yeah,
the,
it was,
the coolest camper that was
yeah.
there. Cole.
Who's your favorite camper? Oh, Cole. Who's Cole? You don't know Cole?
Yeah.
And we just never answered. We just always gave them another question back.
Yeah.
Oh, see, for us, we would wait till like we were in lunch line, turn towards the group of people, and be like, "Oh, hey, Cole," and then we would watch our campers look around. And then at one point, I remember one camper came up to the end of the table and like did this, and he's like, "All right," and it was a group of girls. And he's like, "Which one of you is Cole?" And they just stared at him. Which I'm sorry about that, Mark. You're gonna have to take that out.
Oh, probably. You see that about right there?
Yeah, I think it was that.
Oh, okay.
It's just like lower the volume right there. You'll be good.
Yeah.
That way you can get the effect still.
Or you know, I just completely just cut out that whole story.
Or just edit out
You
us.
just put
Just edit out us explaining how to edit.
Because that is the one superpower Mark has. So if you really piss him off, he'll just edit you out except for the stupid parts.
Yeah. Anything.
I'm Timmy Turner and I stole from my mom's purse.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's such a great scene. Yeah. No, because it's like through editing this stuff, you realize like, what was that?
It was your spring.
Oh.
I think your podcast is haunted.
I was like, it's a cuckoo.
I'm gonna go now.
Stay with us, Caleb.
What's good? You're the one black guy here, so I mean,
Yeah.
you're automatically the first one to die.
Yeah. I have a red shirt if you want to throw that on. You know, just cause.
I don't Star Trek. Although I did change my name on Discord to John Luke Bacardi.
Well, it's
I had to change it from Daddy Discord.
How often do you change your name on that? Because every time we play together, you're always something new.
Sounds like come up with something new. Like Super
Oh,
Duper
really?
Caleb was a fun one.
Yeah.
well, actually, I guess I changed mine quite a bit while we were playing D&D on.
I never noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like 3 or 4 times a session.
Oh, yeah, I never noticed.
We would go through like 4-hour sessions where the majority of the time we wouldn't be like doing anything. So like Mark and I would be actively playing Xbox with each other. Then all of a sudden be like, so Jared, what's your character gonna do? I'm just gonna do whatever I'm just gonna follow Mark's character. Okay, Mark, what's your character gonna do? Oh, I was following Jared's character.
Well, like, I remember at one point, it was when the new Spider-Man for PS4 came out. We were on Discord, like, it was an online D&D session. I left in the middle of the, like we're in the middle of combat. I left, put Discord on my phone, I just have headphones in, and I'm driving to GameStop. I'm at GameStop, and Cody's like, all right, Mark, what are you going to do? Who's the closest guy to me? That one? Yeah, I want to hit him. I was like, all right, roll to hit. I was like, I'm kind of busy right now. Can you do that for me? And he goes, yeah, sure. All right, you hit. I'm like, cool. Can you do my damage real quick? He's like, yeah, you do 8 damage. I'm like, cool. Well, that's the end of my turn.
My favorite.
And then like I'll meet the thing. Yeah, I'm here to pick up my game.
You should have just made it up a number.
My-
Something reasonable. Though.
Well, it keeps a log of it, so he
Yeah.
could go and look. But
Oh.
my favorite part was at one point because Mark was sending me Snapchats of where he was at, so I knew. At one point, there was a long pause when it was his turn. He's like, Mark. I guess he went to the bathroom. It's like, no, I think he's checking out. What, checking out the bathroom?
Yeah.
Sure. And then he comes back. He's like, oh, sorry, I was busy.
I thought I said, I went to the bathroom because I could still hear you.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. I just wasn't talking.
Clearly, I'm not doing my D&Ds right.
It was honestly my proudest moment because he didn't know because I was playing Xbox before we played D&D. So Discord said I was on Smite playing Smite. So he thought I was too into Smite playing Smite. And I just wasn't paying attention to D&D. It's like, nope, I wasn't at my computer for a good 40 minutes.
I have fallen asleep during mid-league games.
I've done that one.
What makes it funny is like it's not always at base though. Like sometimes it's middle lane. I'll get like halfway to tower and just stop. And you'll just hear Caleb, huh? I'm ready.
Oh, I'm dead.
It's worse than I think one day I was playing Tristana and I just ulted like instantly when I woke up and got a kill. And I was like, alright, go team.
So glad I could help.
Yeah, really.
I'm such a good bad league player. It's me at every game ever. I'm either really good or really bad.
I'm just really bad.
I'm better than the average.
I do better at like strategy games and like first person shooters or like action games.
1v1 me IRL Civ. Don't ask how yet.
Yeah, wait. I'm gonna say in real life, Civ.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right, I send my settler out.
All right, I buy
I'll see you in
Greenland.
100 years for
You
next
can't
turn.
buy Greenland, Mark.
Well, I guess we should bring that up. Trump wants to buy Greenland.
The Greenland said, "Hell no."
You know, I haven't actually
I hear
seen an
GameStop for
official
sale.
response
You know what most surprised me about this?
that it's real.
No, that Greenland is owned by Denmark.
You didn't know that?
No.
I didn't either.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, no. Greenland is technically part of Denmark.
What?
Yeah.
I'm calling shenanigans. Look this up.
That's what I'm looking
I
at.
demand answers.
No, it's 100% a thing because I was reading the article about it and everything.
It's not even 100% green.
Yeah, no, it's all ice.
So
and
how-
Iceland is all green.
You expect me to trust the country that lies when it introduces itself?
Yeah.
It's like me saying, hi, I'm Mark. Why would I go down a peg?
That's your fault.
So Greenland reaction was saying that it was open for business and not for sale.
Mm-hmm.
After Trump asked his advisors multiple times about if they could buy Greenland because of Greenland's abundant resources and geopolitical importance.
I heard, or at least the thing I was reading, it was for like the Arctic territory because of like how like the ocean minerals from the Arctic or whatever is going to be good in that area because the argument of how far is the land in the ocean that you own goes and everything. And they're like, but if we get Greenland, we get basically all that area around the ocean, so we get the rights to all those minerals and everything.
Well, speaking of Denmark, because you reminded me of the Canadian-Denmark whiskey war.
What?
Have you never heard of the...
Oh, wait.
So,
wait.
yeah, so this
Is
land...
this the little small island?
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
a small island. I think it's like Hans Island or something. I looked it up, but not that hard.
Don't spoil the magic.
Yeah, really, that's one of our secrets.
Put some away.
I'm a guest.
We look it up so you don't have to.
But what if you're a regular guest?
Oh, I can't be a regular guest on my first time showing up now, can I?
I don't know. This is your first annual
We'll see if
guest
this
showing.
comes out, and maybe we'll put this out in like a year
I mean, I already-
and record a bunch before.
I'm gonna say the last guy we recorded a podcast with, he hasn't been on one since.
Yeah.
I already called you Fat Thor, so...
I'm just gonna not tell you about hard cut in the middle of the video to that picture of you as Fat Thor.
That's what I was about to pull up to show Caleb.
Are you going to show me something on an audio medium?
What's he gonna? I'll hard cut to it in the video so people
we'll
can
put
see
it.
what the
We'll put it in the
picture is.
link dump.
But, yeah, so Canada and Denmark, they both claim this. Oh my god, it's Photoshop too.
Yeah, Jared's obviously the one on the left.
I don't know if I should be disappointed or proud.
Both.
It was so good that they closed Country Store for like 3 minutes so that the staff could get a group picture with me.
They do country store during Sally.
Yes.
That's okay. Okay. I need to wear my 4-H stuff. But I have too many clothes to begin with.
So this whiskey war.
Oh, yes, this whiskey war. So they both basically claim this island that I don't even think there's anything on it besides like a flagpole. But the countries don't hate each other. It's not like a violent war. So basically what they'll do is one country will show up lower the flag of the other country.
Fold it respectfully.
Yeah, they're very respectful about it. I think they just like sit it down.
Yeah.
And then put a bottle of like their country's alcohol. So Canada,
Canadian whiskey.
home of Wolverine, just puts like a thing of Canadian whiskey, Crown Royal or whatever they have up there.
Yeah.
And then Denmark puts Danish alcohol,
Yes, that one.
Put a little breakfast pastry on it.
but with alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't know what drinks they have in Denmark.
Probably
Alcohol?
the same that they have in most of Europe.
Yeah, like water.
Actually,
And,
water is usually like
Everything with no ice.
yeah. Water is actually sometimes more expensive than alcohol in Europe.
Oh, really?
Do you need water to make alcohol?
Well, because clean water is so hard to come by.
Yeah.
Like, my dad said that when he went backpacking over there, he mostly drank wine in Italy or like beer in Northern Europe because it was cheaper than water.
Very good.
Because they would always give you like warm bottled water, and what you get is what you get. There's no tap water.
Good to know. Good to know.
How does showers?
I mean,
You smell all the time.
Yeah.
I've never been to Europe. Doesn't sound right, but I can't prove you're wrong.
So, have you ever been to Charlotte, North Carolina?
Where are you going with this? I have not.
No, I've been to North Carolina, but not there.
They have weird ass water.
Okay.
Every place that's not like
Yeah.
Kentucky, Tennessee has weird ass
You know
water.
that like Louisville and Cincinnati are consistently top 5.
Yes.
for best
We have
tasting-
naturally
Yeah.
filtered. That's why we
I-
make so
well,
much.
it's
That's why
a
bourbon and
limestone.
whiskey are such
Yeah,
a
yeah,
thing
I
here.
know, but I'm just saying because it's like so my family, well, my mom's side of the family is from North Carolina.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we always went to like Jacksonville, Walls, North Carolina. Their water was fine. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina. Their water just had a smell to it and everything.
It's because it's
To where
bad,
like-
just like their NBA team.
But it's just like I go to turn on the shower, I'm just getting this smell like, oh my god, like I took a shower and now like I smell like the water. I'm like, I just cleaned myself. I feel dirtier than what I just was.
I had that
You gotta
when
boil
I
it on the.
went to Hazard, Kentucky.
Yeah,
It had the smell of like rotten eggs.
It has the name Hazard in it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's your first flag.
Well, there was multiple flags about this.
They're
trip.
probably all Confederate too.
You might
But-
want to stay away.
You don't have to
And
worry
then
about
like
me.
if you go to Georgia, like around Atlanta, the water almost feels like sticky almost because of the minerals in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be avoiding these places. I'm gonna get my water imported from Kentucky. I'm gonna move out
Every
to
year
like.
at Christmas, he just asks for 500-gallon tanker filled.
Caleb, why do you always just have bottles of bourbon everywhere? It's the only thing I can get closest to Kentucky water.
Yeah, I just like to filter out the bourbon. Just get the water.
I had a friend, they were drinking, I think it was bourbon, some kind of alcohol. And a fly flew in it.
Oh.
So he took a strainer that the bartenders use. and just poured it in there and then poured it back out so the fly wouldn't go through. He was like, I'm good now.
That's a man dedicated.
It's either that or you take another shot and then go back to it.
I don't know. I did take shots at Mark. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. We went out. We took 2 shots together.
Ooh.
I think I ended
know.
up getting a third myself.
I'm not a good shot taker.
Yeah, he was the only one who didn't actually take a shot. He,
Then
like,
you just like
yeah.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things that like I don't know why I'm bad at taking shots. Of like I can't just like let it go back. Like I let it sit for a bit and then go back.
ooh, so you get all the burn.
Yeah, so I get a bit of the burn. So it makes me like stop halfway through the shot. I'm like, all right, I gotta catch my breath real quick, swallow it, and then I go
No.
back for the rest.
You want to put your tongue all the way down and just. The reason you go all the way back is it just lets the liquid go straight down your throat.
Does it?
For me, that's how I do it.
I actually just enjoy bourbon or dark liquors. And then when they gave me rum, I was fine. And then when they gave me tequila, I was like, I'm only doing it this way because I want it gone.
Well, yeah.
Tequila is disgusting.
See, I have a Mike's Hard. That's about it. If you want, you can go get one.
I'll be back.
Yeah, because our plan is to build a base of fans, and then we're going to outsource all the podcast stuff to them. Like, hey, let's have a contest, come up with the best podcast intro. Let them do that.
Look, give Fruity Loops. I don't know how much it costs, but you can get like a trial. I think you can make your own intro song.
Fruity Loops? Like, is this a real thing?
Yes, it is a real
Oh,
thing.
okay. Might gotta look this up later.
So do you remember the Soulja Boy song? The one that like everyone knows the dance?
Yes.
That I believe that beat was made on that software.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Could be wrong because it's been like 100 years.
I thought you were gonna go back to camp days. Do you remember Fruit Loop?
Oh my god, I hate Fruit.
So at camp, there was this one camper who showed up, and on the first day, he wore a Fruit Loop shirt. And our cabins are like 25 campers, so it's hard to learn every single camper's on the first name.
Yeah.
So with
on
him,
the first day.
yeah. So with him, we were just like, oh, yo, Fruit Loop, come over here. We just called him Fruit Loop. That became his nickname. But then as the week went on, he refused to take the Fruit Loop shirt off. So it's like the second day. Wait, you're still wearing your Fruit Loop shirt? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, you gotta change your shirt. And he goes, no, I don't want to take it off. And I was like, why not? And he's like, well, because then you won't know who I am. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, you won't call me Fruit Loop anymore. You won't remember.
I'm pretty sure he has
like,
multicolored hair, too.
Yes.
Like, you had a lot of distinctive features.
Yeah. It was like, we would easily remember that you're Fruit Loop.
It was really hard to learn all 25 names the first day when there's like 400 kids that also want to speak to you.
Yeah. You know, I remember Fruit Loop's name. His name was Jacob.
Well, that was the thing. We had something similar, except for ours was a kid wearing an M&M shirt, where it was probably
Candy
like,
or the rapper?
the rapper. It was.
Well, I mean, Candy does.
It was
come in
his
a rapper.
mugshot album cover,
Okay.
but it was on a shirt that was like a 2XL on like a kid's medium-sized kid.
It's called a nightie, actually, and people wear them to sleep.
And here's the thing,
Yeah.
like the problem is, like the kid took 2 showers a day, at night into the morning,
Okay.
and like was super clean. It's just he would not take off the shirt.
It was the same deal with Fruit Loop. He would clean. He just put it back on.
Yeah. And at one point I was like, dude, I see dirt stains on it. He wasn't in my cabin, or else I would have forced him to. And he's like, no, I just like this shirt. It's like 5 days worth? Yeah, I would wear this every day if I could.
But you can't.
This reminds me, you remember Job?
Oh my god.
Did we ever tell you about Job?
I don't think so.
So this is back, like, I think this is like when me and Caleb, like, the first year we met,
Yeah,
arguably.
we were very well. It's not that we were untrained.
We were 14, I think.
Yeah, it's just like, say what you will about the training, because I actually think the training we do is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm prepared to handle Job now at 24.
So to give you context, Job stands for something. It stands for Jack Off Boy. So from my perspective, I don't know what Caleb's perspective is. I'm just sitting out. So we have a cabin. It has like multiple rooms, like 3 rooms and a bathroom, and then we have a porch outside. So I'm just sitting out on the porch, like we're all like getting ready for the morning and everything like that. I'm sitting out on the porch. I just hear, "Oh my god!" And these kids just come running out of the cabin. I'm like, "What happened? What happened?" They're like, "Blah blah blah is jacking off in the middle of the bathroom." And I'm standing there just like, "What?" Wait, it's taking me a minute to process what's going on. And I was like, he's like quite literally standing in the middle of the bathroom, jacking off. And I'm like, now I'm like, God damn it, I gotta go check. And so it's like, I walk into the bathroom, at least he wasn't there at the moment, I guess he finished up.
Did you put your
And the kid
detective hat on?
The kid was like 9 or 10, so he's shooting
oh,
blanks.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what he's doing, but you were just like, it was multiple times too.
Yeah, well,
So you just like minding your own business, and you hear all the kids freaking off, like, freaking out. It's like
Freaking off?
He's beating off again.
So it's,
Hey! Cut that out.
well, it's
Start
like,
carrying around a cold cup of water. Hey, quit it.
well, it's like, because they were trying to describe it to us. I'm like, okay, because I had to know, like, all right, dude, like, what happened?
Yeah,
and they were just like,
they're also young, so it's
Yeah.
like jacking off to them could be like, oh, this kid named Jack, and he's like, it could be literally anything.
Yeah.
so and so the kid was a black guy. Yes, this is relevant
Is
because
Is it Mark?
Yes, because you put lotion on your skin.
Caleb's black.
But so
I'm
he
not
was
ashamed.
so the story that I was told was that he was shirtless in the bathroom,
Uh-huh.
but he still has pants on, and he was taking some lotion, and he started putting on his arms,
Mm-hmm.
and then he started on his chest,
Yeah.
and then he just kept going down
I mean,
until
to
he
be
went
fair,
to his dick.
You gotta lotion the whole thing.
Yes,
As-
But-
Like, you know, you're not like, you don't go to play with it, but you do lotion everything.
yeah. And so so he got down there and he just started going to town. So, but the best part about this is
So we have kitchen duty at the camp. So every cabin, you know, well, let me explain it.
Yeah. KP.
Yeah, KP, kitchen patrol, kitchen duty, whatever.
Kitchen
Yeah.
party.
It's a party to some people. But anyway, every kid is assigned like something to do for the camp. So just make it easier on the kitchen staff. So some kids wash dishes, some kids pass out trees, blah blah. So we're assigning duties, and I don't think we told our adult at the time.
Nope.
Or like one adult knew and one didn't. I don't know. But one of the adults who didn't know started assigning jobs.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, cool, no big deal. So we get about halfway through whatever meal this was. And we had told some other teens, because, we're like 14. Of course we're
Yeah.
And then one of them goes, is Job passing out forks?
And we both do like the slow pan turn. Like, shit.
And we look over, and he's just, huge smile. There's a fork, and just give it out. And we're like, he's just touching the forks. The whole camp.
It's also like you can see everyone who knew, because the teens will go up and be like, nah, I'll get my own. And like grab their own fork and move on.
We have since become much better leaders.
Oh yeah, so much that they want us back every year.
It's true, because we've handled some pretty heavy stuff.
Oh yeah,
But
No,
just at 14, like first year out the gate, look,
No.
we just learned how to do this ourselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
because for
The jacking off part, not the
Oh,
cheating
yeah.
part.
Yeah, no, I remember I was home alone. Well, my thing is like, especially at camp training, it's like they always describe like, oh, this scenario can happen, this scenario happened. I have a story for every single one of those scenarios.
I remember, did I tell you about the time I got hit with a banana?
Go on.
Was this at camp?
Yes. It
Where
was
did
when we
this
did the
happen?
banana relay thing.
Oh yes, because I
So-
was there.
So we did this like relay event where you're given a banana.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to go through like 10 to 12, however many
Challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And each one is going to be detrimental to your banana.
Yeah.
And whoever has the most intact banana at the end wins. So we got to one at the basketball court.
Yeah.
And the guy who was doing it, he was like giving us hints. Like, all right, you have to get 3 people. You take 3 attempts.
Yeah.
Attempts. He kept saying it with the banana
Mm-hmm.
in the basketball goal. Or if one person makes it, you're just done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's 3 people, 3 attempts each. And he kept putting us on attempts. I was like, okay, I got this. So I go up to the kids and I'm like, toss me. And all the other kids are like, we got it because it won't mess up the banana. You'll just catch it. This kid, it just so happens the one doing this is the least competitive. Like, he's not a very athletic kid, but also I didn't realize, like, the idea of toss to him had never come up because he doesn't play sports.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm like, I got my hands out.
Well, my thing is like he's standing like a foot away from
Yes,
these kids.
directly in front of the
Not
shop.
far.
Hands, like, he could literally hand it to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, toss me the banana. Toss me the banana. This little motherfucker chest passes. He chest passes a banana to me. It just hits me in the stomach. And it just falls on the ground. Because I was not prepared for this banana to just fly at my stomach.
Yeah.
And all the kids are like, what are you doing? And he already, like, this is a kid, he doesn't do the competitive sports, and I'm lazy and it's hot, so usually I just hang out with him, so we'll talk like D&D or World of Warcraft, whatever. It's fine. But he just did, he's like, I don't know what toss means. And I'm trying to keep it cool, and like I didn't just get hit with a banana.
Because you're the adult in this
Right,
situation.
I don't know if you've ever been hit with a banana by a 10-year-old. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because
I remember laughing. That was my response.
like I wanted to be mad, but at the same time, like, it's funny.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also know this was a genuine, like, I don't know.
That's what camp's for.
So I was
They're,
like-
tossing us.
Someone's like, okay.
See, I love that banana relay because me and Caleb, basically every single event, we're like, there's some way around this.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everything.
So
we
I-
get kind of like with the toss thing, like you just have to attempt to make
Yeah.
the goal and
So I
everything.
pick it up and I hand him the banana. I'm like, okay, a little lighter this time.
Underhand.
I'm trying to, like, coach him, be nice, and like, toss me the banana. And it's still like a chest pass, but not as hard. But I'm ready this time. Okay, I got it. I'm like, one more. Toss me the banana. Toss me the banana. About the same as the second. We're like, okay, we got this. I got a little crack in the peel. We can do this. The other kid's like, okay, I got this. A little light. There was one where we had to run past another event to get to another one, and the staff member's like, "Caleb, you're gonna do my event."
This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I just see a little kiddie pool. Whatever.
Yeah.
So we finally get to hers, and it's like filled with toys and stuff. And she's like, "All right, give me the banana." She puts the banana in the kiddie pool. I'm like, "Okay." All right, Caleb, put the blindfold on. Okay. All right, you got a bob for the banana.
And the kids have to direct you.
And the kid. So what made it worse? What made it bad is the kids were standing in a circle, so everybody's left was different. So I just hear lots of lefts and rights. And I don't know if they mean mine, theirs. And I'm picking up everything in this pool but the banana.
Well, I love it because I'm there too. It's right next to a shelter house, so I can look over everyone.
Yeah.
And after 2 minutes of this, I'm like, I gotta record this. and so I pull out my phone because you get the kids and they're like, it's right there, like pointing at it. And Caleb just like, I can't see where you're pointing.
So finally, I just stuck my hand in there and tapped it. Like, oh, I got it. Found the banana. I'm such a good camp counselor. It's really fun when we play kickball.
Oh yeah.
Because the kid's like, all right, here comes Caleb. He's gonna knock it all the way out, and I bunt every time. And I always make it to first. Never fails.
Because they always expect we're adults, so we'll hit it really hard. So when we purposely don't, they just what the hell? Go running out.
I'm a decently athletic looking person, and I was like, all right, I'll do the whole
underline the looking part.
Yeah. Look better than you.
Well, Caleb's just hurtful this podcast.
I know. So you're free to leave.
Now I'm good. I
So
live here now.
you're
live
such
in
a
the
good counselor. How would you deal with probably my favorite camp story from my camp? It didn't happen to me, but a close
with a
friend.
banana.
So Monday night, we're at Sally, and these campers go up to some girls and pull out.
You want to explain Sally?
Sally down the alley is you're at a big oval where the boys are on the inside, girls are on the outside, and guy can ask a girl can ask a guy can ask a guy, girl can ask a girl,
but no robots.
No robots. And you can't say no. You skip around in a circle, music's playing. It's fun.
Okay.
You hold hands, skip around in a
Yes.
circle.
Continue, please.
You
Okay.
didn't say the holding hands. You just
Well,
said
either
skip around
way.
in a circle. It's totally different, man.
So this boy runs up to this group of girls and pulls out of his pocket a little zippy bag full
Cocaine.
of sugar and asks these girls, do you want to buy some cocaine? And of course, they react, and after about, 10 minutes, all the counselors start realizing wherever this guy goes, he turns himself, pulls something out of his pocket, and a bunch of people react. So we're like, all right, we got to figure out what's going on. So we finally figure out, we have one of the girl counselors just kind of follow him around, figure out what it is. We take away his cocaine. So then it became a game of pretty much this cabin versus all the counselors of they would smuggle the sugar packets for meal times, like for the sweet tea or the coffee, out. And it got to the point of my friend Alex, he would line his campers up outside and be like, all right, empty your pockets. And they would empty their pockets if he caught any. They had to put all the sugar back. And I was just walking back to my cabin, and his cabin's walking in a group. All of a sudden, I see him sprinting out of the dining hall at me. And he's just yelling, stop them, stop them. I'm like, okay, I yelled at them to stop. He's like, check their socks. And he's like, what? He's like, check their socks. So we lined them up, T-pose, had them turn out their pockets, and then we're like, all right, turn down your socks. And these kids are just like, come on, we wouldn't put it in our... We found over 50 sugar packets among 15 kids. We turned down their socks and they just fell out. But this was a all-week thing of trying to figure out, how do we stop the kids?
I support the children in all of this right now because the children are the future. And the way we're affecting our planet, there might not be any sugar left. And these kids...
They're fighting for it, damn it.
They're right.
It wouldn't have been an issue, except they were presenting it
Typical
as cocaine.
big government trying to take away my sugar.
But I just love he's sprinting out. Stop them. Check their socks.
Big government taking away my sugar.
And what happened was a girl camper who was helping feed them the sugar, like she would go up and grab like 2 at a time, then go talk to one of the boys.
They had a sugar mule?
Yeah, several. And she started to feel bad about it, so she ratted out the whole thing.
I'm not even mad.
You have to have a man on the inside. I mean, that's how
I was
things
gonna
work.
because like it got to the point of like we would have a couple counselors sit in front of the sugar, and then we would have 4 counselors. So our cabins usually only have 2 or 3 counselors. So we would pull in extra counselors and pen them in. We would have one on each side of them, on either side of the table, so that we could keep an eye on them.
See, we don't let the kids have the coffee or the tea at ours, so they don't have any reason for the sugar.
We just recently allowed them, but this was before they were allowed to. They would just walk by and just kind of like look the other way and palm some.
Those kids are going places. I don't know
Jail.
where.
I didn't want to say it, but I thought it.
The big issue is that if they weren't presenting it as cocaine,
Or cocaine accessories.
and they were kind of bragging. Well, the big thing is they started bragging about it in the shower. Like, yeah, we were slinging a lot of cocaine tonight.
In the shower, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Where
remember-
else do you
I
drop
went-
the soap
I
and
went in to
present your
take
cocaine?
out my contacts, and I'm like, what did I just hear? And I turned to...
You know, put your contact back in so you hear
Yeah. No, I turned to my friend Josh, and I'm like, do you hear that? He's like, they said cocaine?
So, Mark, next time we go to camp, we're not playing darts anymore.
Yeah.
We're just going to see how many sugar packs we can take.
Okay.
We're not going to present it as anything. We're not going to tell anyone. Just that Friday, we're just going to compare sugar packets and see who has the most.
The most ingenious one I saw was a kid had a hat.
Yeah.
And he put it upside down on the bathroom and like kind of layered them inside and then put it on. Because Alex just on a whim, he was walking down like by the end of the week, they went outside, pockets out, shoes and socks off, and T-pose so that he could make sure they weren't. Because like he would have them lift up their shirt, check the waistbands.
Yeah.
Well, finally he was almost done, and he's like, "Wait a second." And he picks this kid's hat up, and just sugar packets rain down off of him.
These kids did nothing wrong. That's why, see, my general rule, with the exception of like anything actually harmful, if it's funny, you're not in trouble.
Well,
But I can't tell them that because then they'll try and make it work.
Oh, yeah.
at our share session, which do you guys have share
Yeah.
sessions? Okay, so
we sort of do, but not like you guys.
during lunch, our camp director will we'll go over the rest of the schedule till the next share session.
Yeah.
Weather.
That's what we do
just
after lunch.
General
I know,
announcements.
breakfast in it.
Yeah.
And it's where we discuss things.
We just call it something else, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we do it after, not during.
Okay.
And everything.
And so the director got up, and it was Daryl at the time, and he's just like, whoever is using all the sugar, I don't know how you're not dead, but can you like relax a bit? Like, what are you talking about? It's like, I don't know. We've gone through 3 boxes of sugar in 2 days, and we usually do maybe half a box a week. And everyone's like looking at each other, and he's like, yeah, I think they're using it as cocaine. And Josh and I look at each other like, so that we did hear that in the showers. But it all came together.
It's a story that requires a lot of context. To
Yes, it does.
Not make you sound like a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and your cocaine.
And cocaine accessories.
Yeah.
We weren't that bad as campers.
I don't think we were, but for all I know, we were little shits.
Oh, I was the annoying camper.
I wasn't doing this.
Yeah, drinking.
I don't do cocaine as an adult, but I do a lot of sugar.
I was one of
Oh,
the
yeah?
I was one of the
Are you a
counselor
sugar daddy?
Clingy campers, which I hate now.
Now that you are one.
I don't mind as long as the kid isn't just like me.
It's the ones that sit on my bed without asking.
Oh, I don't let them near me.
Well, we also have our own room.
Yeah, we have our own rooms.
Yeah.
I don't mind the kids being around. Just any kid that's just like me makes me realize I would not be my own friend.
Yeah.
But also that, like, if I ever have a son, like, it's game over for everyone but me and him.
Oh yeah.
Because it's basically it always starts. They really like me. Then, like, Monday, Tuesday, I want nothing to do with this child.
Yeah.
By Wednesday, it's like, let me tell you about my best friend.
One of my favorite Mark and I camp stories and dealing with campers is it was during our cabin time because our schedule is different from yours. Of like for classes, we let the kids just scatter and go to whatever classes they signed up for.
We have too many people for that.
I mean,
Our camp is also bigger.
Yeah, it's also a larger area.
How many campers you take?
All of them.
I mean, we took 356 this year. Campers, and then
Yeah, but you all bundle it with other counties, don't you?
Yep, we're Orange County.
But we have more space, so it's a
Well,
lot.
yeah.
We have enough for 2 weeks of people.
Yeah, so if we let
we stopped doing.
if we let them separate, like you have to go find these kids.
Well, yeah.
Or they die in a sinkhole.
Well, you really die in a
All
sinkhole.
of our stuff is
only happened twice.
We're spread out, but we're close enough where you can always see
No, we can't.
whatever's next. Yeah.
But continue.
No, don't.
And so we have.
All right, stop your
We
story.
were having cabin time, and I was like, Mark, I'm gonna take a quick nap.
Oh, yeah.
And so like, and I'm still at the point of trying to fall asleep, and I hear a kid come up to Mark. He goes, "Hey, Mark, where's Fish?" And he's like, "Oh, he's just trying to take a nap." Oh, okay. And then like 10 seconds later, I feel an arm on the shoulder, and I'm like, what? And it's, "Hey, Fish, can I go to the bathroom?" And I'm like, and we're like probably 100 feet from the bathhouse. I'm like, "Yeah, go." And Mark is standing by the door with his hands out on either side. He's like, "Why didn't you ask me?" And the kid just kind of looks at him. He's like, kind of like gestures at Mark, just Fish, and then just walks out the door.
I remember one year. So at this point, a lot of the kids, reoccurring kids, recognize me and Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you were on the bus this year. I can't remember. But they're all
every year.
I meant with me. And they were like, "Oh, Caleb. So like I did the whole like before we leave, make sure you're nice, pick up after yourself, don't poop till we get there.
Yeah.
The regular spiel. So then I go to sit down in my seat. I'm like, all right, the kids were oddly calm for like, they're always calm on the way down because they don't know each other.
Yeah.
I like throwing a movie and it's like half sleep. And then some kid from the front, some kid in general like wakes me up. He's like, "Oh, gotta go to the bathroom." I'm like, "Sure." Then like, all right, I'm just minding my business. Like, all right, I'm not gonna sleep. Let me watch a movie. This
And
kid
you're,
from
you're
the
in
front.
a coach bus, right?
Yeah.
With a bathroom in it.
Yes.
Okay.
No, we don't go on the school buses. Of course, it's not a coach bus.
Well, you you just said you're on a bus and a kid asks you to go to the bathroom. Like, yeah, whatever. Half asleep. So I wanted to add a little context so you're not suspicious of a
You
creep.
just piss out the window and you're good.
Yeah. So
keep the
I see this
penis
kid
inside.
go from the very front of the bus past about 3 or 4 different adults and several teens to come to me and go, "Can I go to the bathroom?"
No.
I just looked at him. Yeah, you can go to the bathroom.
See, I've seen kids who, like, especially the first day, I've seen it with Mark and I a lot, where they'll look at one of us, look at the other, and then turn to one of us and go. And I realized they only know one of our names.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out, do I know his name? No.
I've seen them
pretty
do
sure.
that, and it's more of like, which one will let me do this?
See, that's what I get a lot because depending on who my adult is, because especially now that we're older, I get like the younger adults now, and I find that my kids now go to that adult for like any questions. It's like, guys, I'm here too.
I'm fine with it. Like, granted, I'm only 24, but we've been doing camp so long.
Yeah.
We're like camp old.
Well, I mean, I've been going to camp since we were 9.
Right, so
That's what I realized.
So we're at this point, we're like, look, if someone else wants to take it,
Yeah.
I'll gladly do anything you need me to do.
Mhm.
But if someone's like, "Oh, I got it,"
All right. It's your problem now.
That's what the scary thought this year was, because I went when I was 8, because I just hit the cutoff right.
nerd,
And so this was my 16th year at camp.
nerd,
I've been going to camp longer than the campers have been alive.
same.
Oh my god, I never thought about that.
Have you not?
I made a
No, I never
Finding
thought
Nemo
about it.
reference, and none of the kids got it.
Which is
my
weird, because
God.
I was asking them if they wanted to watch Space Jam, and the whole bus was like, "Space Jam!" And I was like, I wasn't even born when Space Jam came out.
It's like some of these movies that are like, oh, everyone knows what this is.
Yeah.
Do
And
they?
they're like, and I was like, Finding Nemo. It's like, oh, is that old movie? And I was like,
Oh,
Look here,
dude.
kid.
I was gonna say
Well, I remember. Do you guys know Titan AE?
That's just
that
you.
sounds familiar. But
Okay.
The kids hated it.
Well, well, no, I
Mark thought it was gonna be such a cool movie to show, and then they're just like, "No, this sucks."
Well, dude, because I forgot what movies I had. But it was like, oh, we have like Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and Titan AE. Were like
Wait,
the DVDs I had.
Nacho Libre. Is that the Jack Black
Yes.
one?
And the kid looked at me and goes, Titan AE? Oh, yeah, like, yeah, Titan AE. And you go, what the hell is that movie? They didn't say hell, but they're just like, what's this movie? I'm like, you don't know? And like, I show them the box or whatever. They're like, I never heard of this movie. I'm like, Planet Bob? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are so uncultured. But we did a group vote on what movie we want to watch. They voted Napoleon Dynamite, and then we voted Nacho Libre. So on the way back, the only other movie we had left was Titan AE. And so I put it on. And the kids are watching, it's just like, this is so weird. It's badly animated. I'm like, this movie came out in the 90s. What did you expect?
Quality.
Yeah, I know. And no one laughed at Planet Bob.
No, I remember one year. So before we leave, I'm always given like random responsibilities at camp that I didn't ask for that are unrelated to me being the adult leader.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
Because they're like, actually, me and Mark are in charge of anyone under the age of like 25, whether we ask to be or not.
Yeah, even when we're 21.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
I was the dean of men.
No, it's not. No, it's like unofficial. So if anytime
Yeah.
something, like I remember one year, the kid, like somebody snuck out like way more than they should have.
Yeah.
It's like this has never happened before. And the next day, actually that night, I'm getting yelled at on the porch of my cabin, and I'm just like, I was here. You showed up to this cabin, and I was already here.
Yeah. It's like, how did I sneak out? Like, I'm right here.
Also, we've been over this. If I sneak out, I bring a flashlight, and I'm on the trails. I do the least amount of snaking possible. I will come find you, so you can drive me the rest of the way to where I want to go, because I don't want to walk. But one year, I would always check like the buses right before we leave, so I'm like getting on and off like every bus.
Yeah.
And our buses are usually like boy cabin or girl cabins, like separate buses, unless like it's just easier. Like every now and then you have like one or two overlap.
Okay.
So I get on one of the girl buses, and I was talking to one of the leaders or something, and I end up just sitting down.
Yeah.
And one of the girls was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Can I go home?" Just to mess with them.
Yeah.
But you're a boy. Yeah. This is a girl's bus. What? Just acted all surprised.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I on the wrong bus? Yeah. But then like I knew a couple people, the campers, like I'm at the like, oh no, it's fine. And I'm like, I appreciate it, but no, I'm just here to make sure nothing's broken.
So when we were leaving camp this year, we had a staff member named Landon.
Member?
Staff what?
Staff member.
You know the members?
You know that member? I don't even know. Anyway, so we're leaving, and the way we do it is usually you're matched up a boy cabin and a girl cabin, and you go back and forth. And so we're waving bye to all the staff, and we it's like, oh, bye, kind of like mumbles of names, and then Landon's at the end, and just you hear the girl cabin all yell, bye, Landon, at the same time. And then one girl spins around and says, you guys can back off. Landon's mine. And then you hear from the back, he would pick me over you. You're like, why? It's like, well, I'm 3 years older than you. I'm 3 years closer to him in age. And she's like, but you're only 12 and I'm only 9. And I'm like, this went on for another 5 minutes. And I didn't put in my music because I was so enthralled in this conversation.
Yeah.
I love camp for both all the best and wrong reasons.
Oh,
I still love the one time me and Caleb got yelled at by our friend Alea for not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was one night. All the teens were trying to sneak and get together. So we had an incident at our camp where people went to the lake and they weren't supposed to, and so they were hard cracking down. I'm like, no one goes in.
We were adults when I was working night shifts. I didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, and so it was like Wednesday night. I remember I was chilling ACP, and like our agent Ashley comes up to me and goes, "So Mark, what are the kids doing tomorrow night?" I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't gone to investigate." She's like, "You should go investigate." But like as I said this, another adult leader, Xavier, comes in, and she's like, "It's Xavier. What are the kids doing tonight?" And he goes, "Give me 9 and 5 minutes." He immediately walks out, and I was just like, "Huh, that was quick," or whatever. And so like, I go back to what I was doing. Like 2 minutes later, he comes in. I got him, and everything. It's like whoa. It's like they're planning on meeting at the shelter house tomorrow night at around like midnight and everything. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. And like the Thursday night happens. It's Friday morning. Me and Caleb are just sitting there like for breakfast, sitting next to each other. And our friend later comes and goes, "Who did it? Was it you? Was it you?" And just like looking at us, and we're just like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "I know you ratted them out. Who did it?" And we're like, "What the kid? We have no context to anything that you're saying right now," and everything. And it's like, "The kids didn't show up last night." It's like, "What kids?" It's like, "You know how they were going to sneak out? well, we were in the hiding, waiting for them, and they didn't show up because you told them about it. And I'm like, no. It's like, me and him were chilling in the cabin together all night, didn't talk to any of these kids.
I stopped sneaking out a long time ago, but also when we used to do it, it was like a very coordinated thing. So we knew, we're like, all right, not everyone can go. Someone's got to bite the bullet.
Yeah.
Because, we actually wanted to be responsible. And we're like, we had a general rule, we'll be back by like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And don't complain in the morning. Because nobody cares.
Yeah.
And then, like, as time went on, we figured out how to avert it, like, as adults. Like, all right, we'll have, like, one night where we will let teens go out specifically to do their own thing. Because we realized they just want to, like, hang out.
Yeah.
But I started working night shift, and then I went to camp. I was like, look, as soon as lights out are gone, don't call me.
Yeah.
I'll go to sleep before these kids will. So
Jared doesn't have that privilege.
See, I
was out.
I'm a punishment tool at camp. So I snore somewhat badly.
Ooh.
And
there's no somewhat about it. You can hear it from outside the cabin.
It doesn't bother Mark. But so when the kids are especially being rowdy, Mark will slam open the door. He's like, Jared's coming in 15 minutes if you want to be asleep beforehand. And then just turns off the lights and shuts it. We don't see a flashlight. We don't hear a peep. There's not a giggle. Yeah. It's just dead silent. Because the one night, I think I took a shower or something, came back in from my chair, I opened it. Like, are you going to bed yet? Like, no, not yet. Oh, thank God. He went back to sleep.
Well, because we try to warn the kids on Monday. It's like, guys, it gets kind of bad. You want to do it? They're like, no, it's fine. And then, like, the next morning, it's like, I couldn't sleep the whole night.
This year, I brought earplugs because...
you want to hear yourself?
No, for all the campers. Because one day, imagine waking up to someone shaking you, and a kid is about 10 inches from your face. And you're just like, what? Can you stop? No, go to bed and roll over.
Well,
that kid is doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. Well, he scared me this year because we were outside sitting, and the light was broken outside, so it was super dark. So we're
we're outside.
Yeah, so it's outside in the dark, and there's like raccoons going around, and they're going to all the trash cans, or we're like, hey, get you raccoon, and everything, are like shining like flashlights out on the raccoon goes running away. Well, it's like 2 a.m. Everyone like goes to bed. I'm like, I'm gonna go take a shower real quick. And as I'm coming back, it's like pitch black. I can't even see the door to our cabin. I just hear. I'm like, holy shit, there's a raccoon, because their trash cans are right next to the door. Yeah. I'm like, there's a freaking raccoon right in this trash can. But it's like, I can't see the trash can, I can't see the door or anything like that. I hear it again. I'm like, God damn it, I get attacked by a raccoon in the middle of the night. I'm gonna get pissed. I'm against our cabin, like, feeling for the door or anything. I'm trying to find it. And then, like, as soon as I open the door, I hear it again. I'm like, God damn it. I just thought I was going to get attacked by a raccoon.
I think I would have preferred the raccoon.
Well, I like that this year, though. Like, Jared's like, yeah, he brought earplugs for all the kids. He purposely did not give them out the first night because the kids were being so little shits.
Yes, I will.
There's a special place in hell for you. Because I don't care
far away from everyone else.
I don't care how bad anyone is. I will not mess with your sleep or your food.
Whoa.
So, we could have the worst week. I'm not going to do anything to purposely keep you up or wake you up before I need to / you want to be woken up.
Well, actually, this year, I had the best... So, during we had a full week, and then we went to a friends and family weekend with all of our overflow. And during the full week, I had the best campers. Like, they were doing something wrong. You're like, hey, cut it out. They just stopped. Like, they didn't backtalk you or anything.
Usually if you just like really chill and depending on what it is, just explain why. Most of them are pretty good about this.
Oh, yeah. Most of them. I mean, we've had some, usually it's 1 or 2 kids.
I mean, yeah, everyone gets those ones.
But this year they were just like, oh, okay, yeah, we won't do it again. And they didn't. But one year we were like, okay, we need to punish them somehow because they just aren't listening. We've been saying for like 3 days, like, if you guys don't listen, we won't go to meals first. Oh, yeah. Because I have a ton of tricks to make us go to meals first. And it almost always works.
So, context. Our camp has a schedule for lunch. Yeah. So, we know when we're going to go to lunch. Their camp is they randomly choose.
We have an assembly, and then you reward people like cleanest cabin, spirit stick, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so then after they run out of those, it's usually which counselor is the most creative to get you to lunch first or meals. And so, of course, this is one where we went up early and we decided this is going to be the meal. We're going to do it. And of course, our kids end up helping with flags.
Yeah.
So we had to go to the staff member like, look, I know we helped with flags, but only send our teen's girl cabin.
Yeah.
And then they gave them a weird talking to without really knowing what anything was about, which was weird, but it worked.
So the birds and the bees is about it's about behavior. So anyway, I have the high ground, Anakin. So what I need you to do is know that I am inevitable.
But see, I love that we get camp.
So Martha.
I love that we get camp because Jared had a really good idea of bringing a whiteboard to camp.
I did it again this
And
year.
everything.
It was a huge success.
Yeah, because we would do things that's like, oh, we're all chilling, waiting for flags. We'll have Hangman, and we'll like be like holding up in his
wave
staff
it
and
around,
everything.
get a staff, and then they would come over. R.
Yeah, like write it real quick, and like one of the phrases were like Team H to the far door,
and they would say it out loud, and then we would start cheering, and she's like, that doesn't count. The camp director walked up. Well, you did say it.
Yeah. And everything.
So like, what I'm doing next year.
Yeah.
Oh, it was such a great idea.
Yeah. So I brought it again this year, and they got progressively worse because I didn't have anyone to bounce ideas off of because Mark didn't come.
Yeah.
So the first day was just we were Team 7 this year, so it was like, oh, Team 7 to the far door, that worked. And then the next day, I just wrote please with a question mark. Staff sees it, laughs. I went. So then as we left, I erased it and said thank you. Came back, they had erased it and said you're welcome. And stuff like we do a thing called Campopoly, where it's kind of like
Who gets boardwalk and Park Place?
Usually no one makes it that far around the board because it's like you roll.
Would you go around once before you get 200 or?
Yeah, it's
very I don't care for it much.
It sounds a lot like the game of life. The way I'm not getting anything I want.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of.
I think according to that game, I should have 2 kids by now.
I make them all sit in the back seat.
Where else do you have?
No,
where do you make your wife sit?
So okay, so you know how the game of life, the car has 3 rows.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm in the front.
Wait. 3 rows.
It's a minivan.
Yeah, it's like a minivan.
Okay, wait.
3 rows of seating.
Yeah,
6 total spots.
Two columns, 3 rows. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm in the front, and then my wife is in the back, and then my kids are in the way back. Until I end up getting more kids than I'm supposed to have.
Then you have your youngest kid in shotgun.
And then you swap your youngest kid and you so they can learn how to drive early.
But we were playing, and so I was like, I had the responsibility of making our end of the week slideshow, which is amazing because it is a get out of anything free card to say, oh, I'm going to go work on the slideshow. This could be taking pictures, or for me, I was
like
in
team conference.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, you just kind of wandered off, and if anyone I just walked around with my phone out there. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just looking for the right pictures for the slideshow. Oh, okay.
You just played a game.
We have we have a person for that.
So we had this year I was put in charge of it, and I recruited 2 people to help me.
We have an official person who knows which people can and can't be publicly known.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully this year everyone signed the waiver.
Yeah, see, ours all have they'll get wristbands, but it's but it's like a one that's handmade, like a friendship bracelet that they make or whatever, but it's a specific color. So you know,
if you see it.
Yeah. But so because we don't know all the kids that are on it, so it's if you take a picture, basically just look at a little kid's wrist real quick to see if they have that color.
The person that does the pictures knows specifically which ones.
Yeah.
Well, it's always awkward because sometimes you'll see a cabin photo, and you'll see one with either a very bad, just a black box over someone's face.
Oh, we don't do that. We just take them out the photo in general.
Yeah, see, we decided that was a little mean to be all right, everyone get in. Picture.
Except you.
All right, Johnny, now just step out. All right, that's what we'll use.
Every now and then the kids know.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll see them actively avoiding the camera.
Yeah. Because we had one kid who knew, every time he saw a camera, he just turned.
Yeah,
everything. Because it's it's okay to see the kid's back. It's their face specifically.
And because sometimes the parents explain hey, don't for whatever reason.
Do you guys use social media? Does Jefferson County use social media?
Yeah, they just avoid the specific kid.
Yeah.
So ours, I was asked to help with it a couple times. It would be Monday morning or Monday, by the time we get there, it's like noon. And so we would post a bunch of pictures from like loading buses and stuff. And immediately a mom will be like, looks like fun. Don't see Johnny in any of these.
Yeah.
But she'll post that same thing, just change it a little bit on like 50 pictures. So we're like, all right, we need to find Johnny. And then we'll take a picture, put it up there. So like, oh, Johnny looks like he's having a great time. End of Tuesday comes around. Man, haven't seen Johnny yet today. And just, I mean, it would be, thankfully I was never an admin on it, but my friend showed me, she had over 100 notifications. And it's every time this woman commented, like, haven't seen my son today. It's like, well, your kid made it, and we haven't called you to say anything happened. I bet he's still here.
400 kids. You're not gonna get them all day one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I got to be in every picture.
Right. It's not even a picture if I'm not in it. It's really just a still of someone else.
Well, what we were gonna
one
do.
Year, one year, I noticed that they were taking a lot of pictures, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna photobomb this one picture just for fun."
We have
Just
Sadie
everything.
games where we line up by teams, and it's a bunch of relay races.
Yeah.
But all the teams are in order, and we were like team 1 or 2 that year.
Yeah.
Or we were team 2 because Mark sees someone go up to take the picture. So all of a sudden, I see him like dive out of his seat over and like poses. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I got in the picture.
Yeah.
And then she was like, all right, team 2, smile, look over here. So Mark gets up. Then he just follows down the line in the back, and he's in every picture.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in other people to notice until it got to the slideshow, because they just did picture after picture. Like, wait, is Mark? What? Why is Mark on every team?
Because I changed it up because like one is like, oh, we won the spirit stick, so it's me like in the background like holding the spirit stick above my head like yeah, and then another one is like I grabbed my chair, ran over to sat in the chair like, oh, I'm part of this team, of course.
Yes.
And like another one like I'm laying on the ground, like I did something different every single picture, but I made sure I was in every single one that I could.
I'm not getting on the ground.
So since I was in charge of the slideshow, we had the idea of, what if we made a Mark cutout, like a cardboard cutout? And someone never got me the cardboard cutout.
No, I didn't.
But I was going to take it around, do a bunch of pictures with Mark in the background.
Yeah, well, I think the joke was gonna be if anyone asked like, "Oh, where's Mark?" You'd be like, "Oh, he's right here," and like he has the cardboard cut out with me, and then any pictures you could sneak me in, you just have it in the background.
That's how I know your camp is smaller, because no one is carrying that around our entire camp.
Oh, I mean, well, all of our stuff is just kind of condensed. Like our camp is, it would probably take 25, 30 minutes to walk clear across. But,
dude, next year I'm getting that cardboard cut out if I'm not going.
So here's the thing. I asked Sherry and Owen.
No one spoil this for next year if you're listening for 4-H.
Really? I asked, and I never got a note. If I brought my own golf cart, if I'd be allowed to drive it.
Oh, you can at ours.
Yeah, that's one guy brings one.
Yeah.
But he's also not assigned to any specific cabin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he is and he isn't, isn't he?
He stays in a cabin.
Yeah.
But he has a different, like, he teaches a class.
Yeah,
So he's not.
referee.
The biggest thing with our camp is that, like, the shelter house is at the very top of the hill.
So,
Yeah.
And then the dining hall is on the flattest part of the hill. Everything else just kind of comes around it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, depending on what class you teach, you know, it's not that bad. But especially because it used to be a strategy for your campers to tell them, oh, what you really want to do is do fishing in the morning, and then you want to do archery, which is the farthest walk, then send them to canoeing, and then to riflery, because it is the maximum distance back and forth. Like, it would be like from one end of the hill, up over to the other end, up over to the other end, and then back over to the other end.
And why would you do this?
It
It
wears
tired
them
out the
out.
kid. Yeah.
By lunch, they're like, can we take a nap? Like, nope, wait till bedtime.
Good enough for me.
Yeah,
That's a good strategy.
it is.
So this title is going to be Camp Stories.
Yeah, pretty much.
We talked about like exclusively about
It's got to
camp.
be about how Mark steals from his mom's purse.
I mean, that only happened one time, okay? And I swear to God, I put the cocaine back after I used it.
Well, yeah, we checked your socks.
But did you guys see something non-camp related? That, yeah, give me those looks. Did you see that?
You do other things.
Well, this is not anything I've done. This is what the government has done.
Go
Not
on.
camp.
They released these new air balloons that basically have cameras on the bottom of
Is that
them.
how they're going to get Area 51?
Yes, of course. No, so I forgot that's the actual name of the organization, but it's for like national security or whatever. So you think basically just giant weather balloons that have this big thing of equipment at the bottom of it. And the whole goal of it is that it basically captures an image of like miles long of certain areas.
Google Earth.
Kind of. But it's supposed to be constant Google Earth.
Okay.
So that if there's ever a robbery or like something like that or like a natural disaster, they can fully track how it happened and everything. So say there's a robbery or whatever. They can look at the bank, see the car that comes in, see the person walk in, walk out, back out to the car, drive to their house, and find out where the person's house is and everything like that.
Well, bank robberies are a lot different than they used to be, too.
Yeah,
Well,
You don't usually get away with the money. It's not like
they're all
the
just like
1920s.
Dark Knight.
Yes.
Well, you get dressed up in your suit and tie, and you come in. You have to take credit for it, too, if you're back then. Like, and if anyone asks, you tell it. It's
Yeah.
Johnny and the gang.
Yeah, but just one of those things, like, it's not specifically to, like, bank robberies, it's just for anything, that it's basically, it's like,
I didn't know it was
Big
based on a
Brother.
certain ocean.
Yeah. It's basically like Big Brother, where it's
Yeah.
like, they're constantly watching you, and they, if they wanted to, can fully track you from anywhere you are within this large mile radius. And so they started testing it. I think it's like, it was South Dakota? Like, it's an area
Why
around
would you
South
check it
Dakota.
in South?
Well, you have fewer people to track.
Yeah, you're because it's them testing it out. So there's like the
It's
certain
a nature documentary.
yeah, there's a certain area that's like 250 miles with these balloons in them that supposedly are tracking this whole area and everything. So
The
if anything
thing that
happens,
gets me-
their main thing that they said that they're putting this out for is to track drug trafficking.
Yeah.
This is apparently really bad in the area, and so it'll be easier to track the cars and where they're going and where they're coming from.
I have questions.
Two quick things. One, I know a lot of people are always like, I'm not going to ever turn on my GPS on my phone because they can track me.
Yeah.
I don't think they realize that the government can track people since like the 70s, just triangulating your cell phone reception.
Well, my thing is, how do you think Google Maps work?
Well, yeah, that
It's
too.
just that they do that.
And then the second, you mentioned drug trafficking. And
Wait, what are we looking at?
I scanned your mic on Amazon. It thinks it's a pair of leggings.
Did you guys see that there's an A&E show out now that is
River
looking-
monsters,
No, it's
Mountain
First
it's-
48?
It's looking at drug trafficking,
moonshiners.
but it's like in this area. And
Alaskan truck drivers.
close, but I think you're too far north. But no, one of my friends was telling me about it, and like one of it's here in Louisville, and they're like, because they do all their shows with where they'll show the main guy, but everyone else has anonymity or can't be shown.
See anonymity.
Yeah.
About to make that joke.
Anonymity or something like that. I don't know. Anonymity. But like
Your
they
younger
showed.
audience won't get that.
But they were showing how, like, this guy, he would just go to 65 and just wait. And he would get his drugs directly from the cartel. So apparently 65 is one of the highways that they'll just drive straight up.
Yeah.
And that's where they supply everybody from.
Well, that's concerning.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the highway real quick, guys.
Mark.
I was wondering why you were jittery the entire time. You didn't have some of that sugar, did you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I
Although,
say just sugar rush. I'm a sugar daddy.
the best show on TV I recently discovered because I woke
The
up.
Boys.
That's not on TV.
Yes, but not what I was getting at.
And I haven't
The
watched
best,
it yet.
the best,
All right, so spoilers.
the best genre of shows I recently discovered: Spanish nature documentaries,
What?
like Spanish language nature documentaries.
What's the difference between an English nature documentary?
One is Spanish.
If they're a lot more hyped about it.
Well, see,
In
here's the
Espanol.
thing. Here's the thing. They're narrating it, so you like pick up. You might like learn a few things here or there.
Quote,
But the
unquote.
thing is I don't know Spanish, so everything is so much more exciting because I have no clue what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. It's like I showed one is like a rodent or something, just kind of like going about and
El
guys narrating
Toucan,
it.
Es muy loco.
Then you just see a hawk like fly in, and I'm sure the narrator was gonna explain it, but I was like, oh shit, what just happened? Turn this up. Ay, Dios mío. I was so that's like become a thing for me now because I have I think it's like HTN I think is the name of the channel.
So the thing that got me was I was unemployed for a time,
Bum.
and so I went
He still is.
hardcore into YouTube
down rabbit holes.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so in a forgotten podcast, I talked about something called the Marble Olympics.
It was on ESPN 8 the Ocho.
That's where I was going with this. It was on TV
It
for
was
half
so
an
stupid.
hour.
Okay. When he, because it's not coming out, or that podcast is not coming out. When he describes this to me, it sounds like it's actual people with actual marbles.
This is
like,
two
shooting.
guys making the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you didn't say that at all during the podcast.
It is marbles in the Olympics.
They set up an
You said the
entire audience.
Marble Olympics. You're like, yeah, so they do all these events. So, they assign one marble as Russia and everything.
And then I said
Like-
like different countries.
Yeah, and everything. And we're like, okay. It didn't click, and you're like, yeah, it's all in this one dude's basement. And it was like, wait, what? Like, you have all these people in this one dude's basement? It's like, no, it's one guy.
Yeah,
And
it's one
just
guy
like,
who does. It's actually two guys that do everything.
But it was just one of those things of like you can hear in the podcast, like the gears churning, like, what? One guy? And you're like, yeah, the marble is. It's like, okay, wait, no. Now we gotta look up a video.
Have
of
you
this.
not seen the marble?
No, I have because I looked at the video.
Mark, you uncultured swine.
But here's the thing.
But he was shit at splitting.
When I found this, it was like 1 a.m. and I was just looking for a video to I'll watch it for 10 minutes, get tired, turn it off, go to bed. I stayed up for the 2.5 hours to watch the 2018 qualifiers. Yes.
Did you see the?
I could not be more proud of you than I am
Thank
right now.
you.
Did you see also on the ESPN 8 The Ocho, they were also doing like electrical engineering,
Yes,
wiring
I saw that too.
professionals
Yes.
and everything?
Like the speed rounds?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is quite impressive.
Well, my favorite is every once in a while
Chuck
you
and
get an
dodgeball?
announcements, or the announcer will be like, now I can't help but wonder if this could also be applied to bomb defusing. And then, but no one would say anything. I guess not.
ESPN, the Hurt Locker.
I don't get that reference.
You not seen the Hurt Locker?
Yeah, with
No, I
Jeremy
actually
Rayner and
didn't.
Anthony
I know.
Mackie. So
I've
Jeremy
not
Rayner
seen
is this
the
guy.
Hurt
Do you know he's a singer? I had
Yeah,
no
he
idea.
has
Wait,
a band.
Jerry Renner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a.
He has a Jeep commercial.
He
now.
does, he does
Well,
the
I saw the
music
Jeep commercial, but I thought it was just for that Jeep
But
commercial.
he has a band.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's like Jared Leto, but people watch his movies.
Wait, Jared Leto has a band?
Yeah.
What? Who else has a band?
I think Jared Leto's the lead singer for 60 Seconds to Mars or something like
I
that.
thought so.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Wait,
one.
wait, that's seriously the same guy? It's
Yeah.
30 Seconds to Mars, I think?
Well, I don't know. I
No,
don't listen to
I
it.
don't remember. Keen's and I'm looking this up. You can continue talking.
But anyway, so Hurt Locker, Jeremy Rayner and Anthony Mackie are both in it, actually. It was before they did Avengers stuff.
Yeah, before they were cool.
Jeremy Rayner's like really good at defusing bombs, and he keeps like a piece of
Yeah.
every bomb in the locker. It
But
says
he's
Hurt
super
Locker.
cocky about it too.
Yeah, and Anthony
Like he'll
Mackie,
just let's send in the robot. He's like, I already got the suit on, and he walks past the robot.
Anthony Mackie punches him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is Jared Leto.
I know,
The
right?
Vegas is of the brothers Jared Leto and Shannon Leto. Apparently they have brothers.
You know,
Oh,
it was
no.
a good band that broke up way too soon.
Wu-Tang? No, Outkast.
Well-
Wu-Tang's still together.
Well, yeah, Outcast. You're not wrong.
NWA.
But I was thinking of
the Backstreet Boys.
Naked Brothers band.
Leave.
Big Time Rush.
I
Leave.
mean, Big
Totally
Time-
Spies.
Wait, Totally Spies? It's coming back for
Is that-
season 6.
I didn't know there were 5
Really?
seasons.
Yeah.
I thought there was one.
No. I saw a video of it. The Cartoon Network's bringing Totally Spies back.
You know, I liked Big Time Rush's. What was the show just called? Big Time Rush.
Yes, it was. And the band was called Big Time
Okay.
Rush.
I enjoyed the show.
And one of the dudes was on Big Brother.
That does nothing for me.
Oh, okay.
I only remember this show. I've never watched it.
It was. I've never
It was better than Jonas Brothers show.
I didn't watch that one
played
either.
a show.
Yeah.
I think I knew that.
Yeah, they on Amazon right now. They actually have a Jonas Brothers documentary called "Chasing Happiness." It's actually pretty good because it talks about like how the band started, how they broke up, and then now how they're back together.
Isn't one of them a cousin?
No, they're all actual brothers.
I thought it was like 2 brothers and a cousin.
There's a fourth Jonas named Frankie.
They're like the third Manning brother.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you-
basically.
Who actually was? There's 4 Manning brothers.
It's 4?
Yeah, one was a wide receiver, and one tore his meniscus, I think,
yeah,
in
like high school
7th
or
grade,
something like that.
and
Yeah.
just stopped playing. And he owns a car dealership.
I mean, that's still not owning a college car dealership is a pretty legit thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's just
Unless
compared to
they
your
sold
2
drugs.
Super Bowl winning brothers.
Well, yeah. I'm sure that Eli brings that up every single time because Eli Manning is the less record-holding one, but he's won 2 Super Bowls. And Peyton Manning, who owns like half the records, only won 1.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that family dinner?
Oh, and their dad
What
Archie,
you guys do today?
Their dad Archie also won one.
So it's like, oh, pass me this, pass me this, pass me this.
I'm sure.
Hand it to Cooper.
I just imagine it's like, hey, can you pass me that bowl of chili? Just like, oh, the banana. Just like.
We don't look. I have PTSD from that banana.
We just don't like to talk about it. Oh wait, sidetrack to the banana story again. Me and Caleb came up with a great idea at the end because we thought you had to present the banana,
yeah,
and everything. And so of course we come prepared with an orange.
No, we brought orange,
an
apple, and a banana flavored Laffy Taffy.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the whole joke was going to be like one of us walks out with the orange. And they're like, no, your banana. Oh, sorry. The other one walks out with the apple. And it's like, no, the banana. And then the other one pulls out the banana Laffy Taffy.
See.
It never got to that.
We have a lot of jokes that no one get. For example,
are they funny?
Snake clowns?
No. The year after we did our magic show, there was another talent show. So we're like,
yeah.
we will go put us last. And our...
This is actually really crappy magic.
I mean, the magic show actually worked pretty well, all for as much as we practiced.
Yeah, we have a video of it.
I heard the story because I listened to the other podcast where he explained how this whole thing went, as the kids say, awry.
Oh, yeah.
What are we talking about? You get to hear Madison talk about her new phone case.
Yeah. But the next year, talent show, we're like, well, we'll do a skit.
Oh, God.
But our act's called If There's Time.
Yeah.
Make us last. We'll go if there's time. It's not.
That was the whole point of the act.
We're winding down time. There's like 5 minutes left.
Well, the whole time they're like, oh, no, there'll be time. And it's like, oh, yeah, but if there's not, just cut us. No, there will be time. We got plenty of time.
And then, lo and behold, 2 acts left, 5 minutes left. So a staff member, Hunter, calls us up. He's like, hey, there's only time for one of the two of you to go. And so I was like, okay, cut if there's time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly what we're trying to do.
Yeah, there's not enough time, one of the two of you. Yeah, just don't take if there's time off. Well, yeah, if there's time, you'll both will go, but which one of you isn't going to go? Finally, I'm just like, I pointed at the list. I was like, the act, if there's time. Take your pen, cross through it. And he's like, okay. It's like, that's our act. We're not going.
Well,
the name literally was If There's Time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like the act is called If There's Time. And you see him, like, look off into the distance, like the gears churning.
And finally he's like...
And then there's a light bulb. Oh!
And then he's like, that's funny. And scratches it out.
So me and my friends would do something similar. So it's all of us are black. You're not in this, Mark. You're not in this.
But I'm your friend, and I'm
You're
not
right,
black.
but you haven't been there for when we do this.
Hey, I'm 1% black.
Yeah, I don't care what Ancestry DNA says. So, anytime we have to, like, call in for a table, we never know what name to use. So one day I was just like, I've got this.
Jackson?
Yes, I would like to reserve a table for 6. What's the name? Blackman? 6 Blackmen? So we go and we show up. Because we take 2 cars. There's too many of us.
Oh, yeah.
And my friend got there first, and he didn't say it like a name. He just said, "Black men." And whoever was doing like the hosting or whatever was like really uncomfortable. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm here for black men." And the guy's like, what? And then finally someone like comes up from behind him. They're like, right there on the list. Blackman.
I'm totally gonna do that now, but that's reservation's gonna be Whitey's.
So now anytime we have to call for something, it's like, what name to put? I don't know, Blackman. We've never like agreed on how to spell it though.
It's spelled differently each time.
It's like if you do like A or an E. You do like BLACKMEN, like just one word, or MON. Like some people's name is.
Okay, I would go with that one.
Or sometimes you don't have a K, sometimes you just have a C, or a double C, add a Z somewhere. It has 3 Ks in the middle of it.
And that's the end of the podcast.
Mark and the clan confirmed.
Yeah, my league clan. Does it push your bucket asses because I'm a nerd?
Because you're not in ours.
Well, you never invited me.
You right?
I don't think you fit their criteria.
Hey, once again, I am part black.
That's not the criteria.
Then what's the criteria? Why am I not part of this cool clan?
Because we did it before you were in the Discord.
Oh, well, I'm in Discord now, aren't I?
I mean,
Are you trying to break up the clan?
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't like me.
Hey.
All he's done is
maybe.
come here, insult me, insult you, and then back me up on something. So I'm iffy on Caleb.
I don't have to take this from Fat Thor and Skinny Wannabe Captain America. I'm leaving.
No, we were Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
That was probably my favorite camp costume.
Oh yeah, it was easily the best.
Because it was also one of those things of, so we do sell at the shelter house at the top of the hill, and it was just the perfect timing because it was dark by the time we finished getting, because we took all the kids up, came back, got dressed. And so, like as our friend Madison said, we just kind of emerged from the darkness.
Wait,
And they're like, what?
why have we not been super diaper babies? The mega diaper babies from Rugrats.
Ooh.
Because Tommy had the strength of 2 babies, and Phil had he was basically just Hawkeye with like a spit wad shooter.
Yeah.
And Lil was she was dotted line girl.
Yes,
She
I
didn't
do
go
remember
invisible. She
that.
just had a dotted line. And then Chucky was stinky.
But go back to the Mermaid Barnacle thing. I remember I touched Jared the idea of like, hey, for cartoons, we can go as Mermaid and Barnacle Boy.
And
he
I read it and immediately felt awkward. I was like, I'll do it if I can be Mermaid Man.
Yeah, I touched him back like, who else would you be, Barnacle Boy?
It was one of those things of like, we're gonna make a really awkward couple if he's Mermaid Man and I'm Barnacle Boy.
But then he was like, well, it's your idea, so I thought you would want to be Mermaid Man. I'm like, I came up with this idea because you're kind of fat and short, and I'm tall and skinny. We fit the
Okay,
characters.
I'm actually above average height. Thank you very much.
I want to be Nightwing.
You're black, though.
I don't care.
That's where the night comes in.
It's actually where the
I just imagine Caleb just shirtless. He just paints a blue thing on himself.
First of all, I'm shirtless a lot.
But
2,
not right now.
fuck you. I want to be Nightwing.
I thought you were about to just take off your shirt. Like, fuck you. Just rip off his shirt.
Yeah, it turns out I have like a huge dragon tattoo on my back. I don't.
I would say, do you have
It's the
proof?
misdirection tramp stamp that I'm more curious about.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I say it has the logo and everything.
I was gonna say, but not the website. So you might want to get that.
It's
just
it's right below my Hatchet Man from ICP.
Ah.
you know, we didn't do any sponsors this week,
I got this.
All right.
so this is getting cut.
Go with it. What's your sponsor, Caleb?
This episode is sponsored by the letter Q, where we quantitate your quality. The letter Q.
No, you keep going. Your thing hasn't ended yet.
Oh, it's a quizzitive quirk that we do.
But
Where the quality of Mark's spelling
goes downhill with us.
This is what you have when you're typing from a keyboard from the side.
also sponsored by Glass, because you can see through us straight to our website, misdirection.us.
There you go.
Yeah, you also have to usually we'll do a sponsor of like this episode brought to you by misdirection.us. That's misdirection.us. We're also open looking for unpaid interns. We pay in experience.
How do you sponsor yourself?
Well, who pays for this all thing?
That's just work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's work that we're
Are
doing.
you
in our
interested
free
in
time.
being an intern? You want to work with us?
I'm basically
the
already
dynamic duo?
Yeah,
Send your resume to misdirection.llc@gmail.com. That's misdirection.llc@gmail.com.
Or you can follow us on Twitter at Misdirection LLC.
Also, go ahead, you're on YouTube. This is the mandatory smash that like and subscribe button.
Store coming soon. We are gonna have a store coming soon.
We got a little shopping bag up there.
That does nothing when you click onto the site.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Well, you
ask
could always
about
follow
that.
me on Twitter at egotishshep. I had to look
Well,
up my
let's
own
not-
Twitter
let's
name.
Not. We'll tell you what. In the video, we'll put your Twitter tag right on you.
We can give you a quote to put on the site.
Yes, if you want to give a quote about this experience, we will review it and see if it's worth putting on the site.
I mean, it's a podcast.
That's perfect. That is perfect. I mean, it's a podcast.
I didn't know that, and I felt like I was given a misdirection. .us.
Curtain down, episode over.
No, all right, Caleb, you got to do our voicemail ending. You got to say the beep.
What?
Good enough.